Hello my lovelies, it's Susanne, and today I want to show you two methods to check whether a number is divisible by 7 or not. Let's start with method number 1. We want to check if this number here is divisible by 7, and to do this we can separate the last digit and then take the number here on the left, so the 398, and then we always subtract twice this number. So 2 times 3 equals 6, and we just subtract this from this number. We get 392 as a result. And now, if this new number is divisible by 7, then our original number is also divisible by 7. If this number here is not divisible by 7, then also the original number is not divisible by 7. So is 392 divisible by 7? If you don't know and don't want to just calculate it, then we just repeat this step. We separate the last digit, then we take this number here on the left side. This time it's the 39. We always subtract twice this last digit, so 2 times 2 equals 4. We get 35 as a result. And now, if this number is divisible by 7, then also this number is divisible by 7, and then also our original number is divisible by 7. 35, yes, we can divide it without a remainder by 7, so this number is divisible by 7, and this as well. A pretty nice method, also works with a little bit of larger numbers, so let's try it here again. Is this number here divisible by 7? Well, we separate the last digit. Take this entire number here on the left side and subtract twice this number. So we subtract 8. We get 1,804. This is still too large, so let's do it again. We separate the last digit, take the 180 and subtract twice this number, so we subtract 8. We get 172. Now, is this number divisible by 7? Well, it's still pretty large, so let's just keep going with our process. We separate the last digit, take the 17 this time, and subtract twice this number, so we subtract 4, and we get 13, which is pretty small, and we can now say, no, the 13 is not divisible by 7, so this number is not divisible, this is not, and also the original one is not divisible by 7. I think it's a nice method. The problem just is for larger numbers, this first method would take forever, so there is a second method that works completely different. For the second method, we start at the end of our number and create groups of 3 digits. So this is my first group. Then I take the next 3 digits and then the next 3 digits if there are some. If not, then the remaining digits just are one group. And then I take my last group, the 542, and then I always start by subtracting the next group, so the 370, and then I add the next group, the 45. If I had more groups, I would subtract the next again, then I would add the next again, subtract, and so on. Okay, now let's just calculate this. Maybe first the 542 plus 45, which is 587, and then we subtract the 370. We get a result of 217, and now the same thing. If this number here is divisible by 7, then the original number is divisible by 7. If not, then also the original one is not. Is 217 divisible by 7? Well, one way to determine this is to find a number in here that is divisible by 7. The 210, for example, is divisible by 7. And then we have a remainder of 7. If both numbers here are divisible by 7, then also this number is. 210 is, the 7 is, so also this number is. So this would be one way. Or we could use our first method again. If you still remember how it works, we could separate the last digit, take the 21, and subtract twice this number. So we subtract 14, then we get a result of 7, and yeah, the 7 is divisible by itself, so also the original number is divisible by 7. And let's take a look at a last example with this second method. We start at the end and create groups of 3 digits. The next 3 here, and then we have this remaining one. We start at the end with the 23 and always subtract the next group first. So minus 484. Then we add the next group, the 1. Let's calculate this. Maybe we start with a 23 plus 1 first, which is 24, and then we subtract this large number, which means that we get a negative result of negative 460. And now we have to decide again, is this number divisible by 7 or not? Don't let the minus sign here confuse you. The minus sign has absolutely no effect on whether this number is divisible by 7. So we only have to check the 460. So let's use method number 1 again and separate the last digit. We take the 46 and subtract twice this number. So we subtract 0 here, which gives us 46. This number is not divisible by 7, so this number is not, and this number is not. I'm curious which method you prefer, so please let me know in the comments. I wish you a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Take care!